Good morning, children. Today we are going to do second part of Glimpses of India, the chapter that we began yesterday. The lesson gives us a beautiful insight of the smallest district of Karnataka and its people. The place has an amazing weather throughout the year with enough rain during the monsoon season. The people of Coorg are known to be one of the bravest. Coffee is the main crop grown in this region. A variety of animals can be found there, while the place is surrounded by beautiful Brahmagiri hills, islands, and Tibetan settlements. Coorg is a beautiful place where we can find not only the natural beauty but the coffee plantation also. So Coorg is a coffee producing area in the Karnataka state of India, and it is situated midway between Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore. This land is famous for its rainforests and spices. The author of this part of the lesson, is Lokesh Abrol, who is a renowned doctor by profession. He established the first multi-speciality hospital in the private sector in Gurgaon. He is also a social worker. He established the first stray cow shelter in Gurgaon. Lokesh Abrol is also an established writer. The present essay on Coorg highlights his sharp observation and the ability for a graphic description of the wonderful land that is called Coorg. So let us begin the second part today. It is given on page number 90. Coorg is coffee country famous for its rainforest and spices. Midway between Mysore and the coastal town of Mangalore sits a piece of heaven that must have drifted from the kingdom of God. This land of rolling hills is inhabited by a proud race of martial men, beautiful women, and wild creatures. So, drifted from children means being carried along with gently by air, and martial is having to do with war. Now, kingdom of God is Kerala, the southern part of our country. So here the description of Coorg is made. Coorg, a place so beautiful that it seems like a piece of heaven that has drifted away from God's kingdom and has settled on the earth. Even children, the beautiful Kerala that is very close to Coorg is called God's own land. So you can say the southern part of our country is considered to be God's kingdom. And it appears that God's kingdom has come and settled on the earth with the evidence of Coorg. It is somewhere between Mysore and Mangalore. It is an area with low hills of unequal height. The men are brave warrior, the women of Coorg are pretty. The place has a variety of wild animals too. Coorg or Kodagu, the smallest district of Karnataka, is home to evergreen rainforest, spices, and coffee plantations. Evergreen rainforest cover 30% of this district. During the monsoons, it pours enough to keep many visitors away. The season of joy commences from September and continues till March. The weather is perfect with some showers thrown in for good measure. The air breathes of invigorating coffee estates and colonial bungalows stand tucked under tree canopies in prime corners. So, children, Coorg is also known as Kodagu. It is one of the smallest districts of Karnataka. 30% of the area of Coorg is covered with evergreen rainforest, and the place receives rain for most part of the year, especially during the monsoon season. The period from September to March is ideal for visiting Coorg. The weather is pleasant and there is some rain which makes it worthwhile. The air is filled with the strong fragrance of coffee due to the abundant coffee plantations. The fiercely independent people of Coorg are possibly of Greek or Arabic descent. Descent means origin. As one story goes, a part of Alexander's army moved south along the coast and settled here, and when returned became impractical. These people married amongst the locals, and their culture is apparent in the martial traditions, marriage, and religious rites, which are distinct from the Hindu mainstream. The theory of Arab origin draws support from the long black coat with an embroidered waist belt worn by the Kodavus, known as kupiya. It resembles the kufiya worn by the Arabs and the Kurds. So, children, here the people of Coorg are believed to be of Greek or Arabic background and are generally considered to be ferocious. This theory came into being because of their dressing style. They are generally seen wearing long and black coat with embroidered waist belt known as kupiya. Children, kupiya is similar to the kufiya worn by Arabs and Kurds, and it is also rumored that some people of Alexander's army could not return to their homeland and so settled here. While returning from the south, the people of Coorg marry each other, and their cultures as well as the rituals are very different from the ones followed by Hindus. Coorgi homes have a tradition of hospitality, and they are more than willing to recount numerous tales of valor related to their sons and fathers. Valor, children, is bravery. The Coorg regiment is one of the most decorated in the Indian army, and the first chief of the Indian army, General Karyappa, was a Coorgi. Even now, Kodavus are the only people in India permitted to carry firearms without a license. So, how interesting, children, here that people are very welcoming and warm in nature, and they are always ready to entertain with the stories of their ancestors. They are known to be independent, ferocious, and brave, which is evident from the fact that Coorg Regiment is the Indian Army has Coorg Regiment in the Indian Army has received the maximum number of awards for bravery. So the first chief of the Indian Army, named General Karyappa, belonged to Coorg, and these are the only people permitted to carry firearms freely, unlike others who need a license. This shows that Coorgis are reliable too. The river Kaveri obtains its water from the hills and forest of Coorg, and Mahasir, a large freshwater fish, abound in these waters. Kingfishers dive for their catch, while squirrels and langurs drop partially eaten fruit for the mischief of enjoying the splash and the ripple effect in the clear water. Elephants enjoy being bathed and scrubbed in the river by their manhouts, or you can say mahavat, that we call in Hindi, or mahouts. So, children, the evergreen forest and hills of Coorg provide water to river Kaveri, a major river in South India. A large freshwater fish called mahasir is found in these waters and is looked for by the birds. Squirrels and langurs play in these waters by throwing half-eaten fruits, whereas elephants enjoy bathing in it. The tourists who visit Coorg to relax in the natural beauty of the place also get attracted towards the various adventure sports activities and activities that are available there, like river rafting, canoeing, that we are going to read further. So narrator further says that the elephants are taken care of by their mahouts. The most laid back individual becomes converts to life to high energy adventures with river rafting, canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing, and mountain biking. Numerous walking trails in the region are a favorite with trackers. Birds and butterflies are there to give you company. Then macaws, Malabar squirrels, langurs, and slender lorries keep a watchful eye from the tree canopy. I do, however, prefer to step aside for wild elephants. So, children, the tourists also, those who visit, they relax themselves, they enjoy the sports, they enjoy the adventurous rides, they enjoy river rafting, canoeing, rappelling, rock climbing, mountain climbing, and the hills have various paths found by footsteps of walkers who trek there. Then, while taking a walk in their region, one may find variety of animals around them. Birds, bees, and butterflies fly around you while squirrels and langurs keep an eye on you from the trees. Wild animals can also be found in Coorg. The climb to the Brahmagiri hills bring you into a panoramic view of the entire misty landscape of Coorg. A walk across the rope bridge leads to the 64-acre island of Nisargadhama, running into Buddhist monks from India's largest Tibetan settlement at nearby Bailakuppe is a bonus. The monks in red ochre and yellow robes are amongst the many surprises that wait to be discovered by visitors searching for the heart and soul of India right here in Coorg. So, children, while taking a walk, as I said, while they are entertaining themselves, they can find the beauty in the complete arena or complete area. So, to have an overall look at the beautiful city of Coorg, one must climb, the writer suggests, up to the Brahmagiri hills. Coorg is surrounded by astounding places of beauty like the island of Nisargadhama and Bailakuppe, which is India's largest Tibetan settlement. And monks wearing red, orange, and yellow colored garments can also be found in the district of Coorg, where the lifestyle is fascinating view for the travelers. A mix of diverse cultures can be seen here, which represent the heart and the soul of our country, India. Children, I myself have visited this beautiful place, and whatever is written here by the author, that is all true. And it appears to be like part of heaven, as if you are in heaven. So you must, if you get an opportunity, you must visit this place.